Start it. Good morning everyone. So today I am going to explain you about the transport of water and minerals in xylem. I hope you have heard this topic about transport of water in plants, and basically what are the important minerals which are present in the soil that is transported through the water. We always have read in the book that water and minerals is transported in the plant, but minerals, where does this mineral word come from? What is the meaning of minerals? So plant is completely, there are two parts of plant. The upper part of the soil is called shoot part, and the lower part of the plant is called root part. So root part is completely submerged in the soil, and soil has various nutrients and minerals. So all the minerals and nutrients are coming from the soil. So these are some important minerals which are very important for the growth and development of the plants. First is nitrogen. Without nitrogen, the growth of plants and even animals cannot take place, because our DNA is made up of nitrogen. And okay, so that's why nitrogen is very important. Phosphorus is also very important. Potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, these three are the major nutrients or minerals for the plant. And last two, boron and zinc, these two are also important. So first three are called the macronutrients. Macro means which is needed by the plants in large amount, and last two is boron and zinc. These are micronutrients which are needed by plants in small amount. Macro means those nutrients which are required by plants in large amount, and micro means those nutrients which are required by plant in less amount. So here, first we will look a diagram of a tree. It is a tree in which we will study how the water moves from root to the top part of the plant. Okay, so basically in this transport of water and minerals, the main tissue that helps in transport of water, that is xylem. Okay, without xylem, the transport of water and minerals could not take place. Okay, so xylem has four parts: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber, in which tracheids and vessel help in the transport of water and minerals. These two tissues which are a part of xylem help in the transport of water and minerals. So you can see that I have drawn the long tracheids and vessel throughout the plant from top to the roots. Okay, so what happens in the roots have a very fine hair like structure that is called root hairs. Okay, in small class we have read that root absorb water and minerals, but in reality, root hairs are completely mixed with the soil. Root hairs, these are fine hair like structures. Root hairs are completely fine hair like structures. Okay, so these are completely mixed with the soil. So that's why they absorb all the water and minerals that is present in the soil. Okay, acha, for proper growth and development of plant, the soil must be neutral. Neutral means the pH value must be 7, or it should be little bit acidic, because most of the crop plant, they are grown on a light acidic pH value soil. So the pH value of soil must be neutral. It must be 7 or 6.5 or 6. Okay, so the root hairs, this question is very important. It comes in the objective, which part of the plant absorb maximum water and minerals. So that is root hairs, because the root hairs are completely mixed with the soil, and the cells are very open to the soil, so that they can absorb all the minerals that is present in the soil. So how they absorb minerals? With the help of water. Water becomes the medium which helps to absorb all the water minerals of the soil, and minerals are nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, boron and zinc. Now here the root hairs absorb the water and minerals from the soil, and this water and minerals reaches from downward to the upward, from bottom to top. So this movement is a one direction movement. That's why in xylem we say that the movement of water in xylem is unidirectional movement. Unidirectional movement. Uni means one, in one direction. Water in plant always move in one direction, from bottom to top. It never happens that the water is moving from top to bottom. No, in each and every plant the water always moves from bottom to top. So the movement of water in xylem is always unidirectional movement. Okay, so first you have to remember this very carefully because it is important. Keep the movement of water in xylem is unidirectional, one movement, bottom to top. Now the water which is moving upward, why it is moving upward? For that we have to understand the mechanism behind this. So the first is, we have to understand that all the leaves are green. In a tall plant, all the leaves are green. So the green leaves have stomata. All the green leaves have stomata. Stomata has two functions. First, exchange of gas. Exchange of gas means carbon dioxide enter the plant through stomata, and oxygen is coming out. Oxygen is coming out from the plant through stomata. Got it? Carbon dioxide is entering the plant through stomata, and oxygen is coming out of the plant through stomata. Got it? Now second function is transpiration. Transpiration is the main factor. Transpiration is the main factor which forces the plant to absorb water from the roots. So transpiration always takes place in daytime. Transpiration always takes place in daytime when the sunlight is there. What is transpiration? Transpiration is loss of water from the plants. Transpiration is loss of water from the plants. So during daytime, when excess of water is released from the plant through stomata, when sun is there in the sky, all the water that has accumulated here on the surface of stomata, they just move out in the form of water vapor. ठीक है? all the water droplets which have accumulated here on the surface of stomata, they get removed from the plants by the presence of sunlight. Sunlight changes the water droplets into water vapor, and this water vapor goes up in the sky. So this process occurs in all the green leaves of the plant, and slowly and gradually the upper part of the plant, especially the green plants, because transpiration is going in which part? In green part of the plants. So all the water is now removed out from the leaf through stomata, and now there is scarcity of water. Now the plant needs water, because without water photosynthesis cannot occur. So what happens? Each and every leaf is connected to the tracheids and vessels. Each and every leaf is connected to the tracheids and vessels, especially the veins of the leaf. The veins of the leaves are connected to the tracheids and vessels. So they create a suction force. And each and every leaf helps in this process to create a suction force, and that force transfers to the trachea and vessel, and this force reaches to the root. And when this suction force reaches to the roots, this force helps to absorb